Here we go, here we go. Like 80.
Like 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Kill.
Alert.
Hey, turn it out.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Jack 16.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Like I said.
On second down, this is Edmonds fighting him off. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
No spacing. Alert.
50, march 50. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Check.
90.
Check. 55. Check. Shit.
No time. Push left.
Mark 55. Here we go. Trump. Mark 55. Mark 55. Let's go.
Now Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, watch the ball.
Here's Wilson throwing again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check. Gun.
Now Wilson. And he finds Penny. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 44 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
12. Hey, watch the slant.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
19.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm trying to collect. Switch. Check. Crunch.
Hey, alert. Still got 4 down.
198.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he's got Rome. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
And it's a fumble.
Wow. That ball gets knocked for... But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run it here with Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Third down and 2.
Break that. 230. Easy, easy.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
General West.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Switch. SOS.
Snickers, now spin.
SOS.
Check. Fresno.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Pass incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
7-7.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Loco.
Here we go.
Hey, Alpha. Loco.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Mike's 50.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go. 50. Mike.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass, incomplete. Intended for Jalen Samuels. Brings up third down and 10.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Cut.
Alert. 44.
Mike's 50, Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Run. Watch the run. He's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Watch.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass, intended for Eric Ebron, incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Returnable for Lockett. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Steelers nothing.
Hey, pick your game up. Mike, 55.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Let's go.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Bush in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
55, Mike, 55. Hey,
They go play action now. Wilson. Dorsett's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, check right. Watching your 5. Let's go.
Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Good job right there.
Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
We own it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line, escaping the pressure right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, alert.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper. Alert, alert.
Twins. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
7-yard gain.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
That's another Steelers.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Roethlisberger now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Easy.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. Gibson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
One flip. Alert.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got it, son. Shift. Back. 55, my God.
Wilson going to throw again. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert. Go.
Check 55, Mike. Hey. Check.
Got it.
Check hot.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That one caught by Gibson. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 0.
Check 55 to mine.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game, but if you play in the back seven on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over.
Quarter.
Here we go. Watch seven. Check, tight right.
Move.
Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Mike 50.
Show that bench release and go.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Hey.
50.
You must be dreaming.
Whip.
Take both of them.
So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
World. Hey, wahoo.
Hey, get in the way.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A 5-yard gain brings up second and 10.
All right, now.
50. Double dog. That's the way.
These two. Jack 16.
Be ready.
Hey, zoom. Hey, alert. Let's go, like I said.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go. Let's
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Blue 30.
Mike 54. Watch the slant.
They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
In your face. Go, 14. Switch.
Check 52.
On first down, it's Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Middle.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
50.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here we go. Black 20. 54. Watch the run. They're running.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Benson Mayowa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Brings up 2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
It's just me and you.
Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
What? 280. 98 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, alert. Watch the screen. Kill. No. Hey, switch gears. Check 99. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All day, defense, all day.
36 power. 49, check 49. Four left. Check 4.
Mike, 55.
Gun.
Eat. Let's go one more. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. 3 bucks.
40.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
What? 280. Watching the ball. I'm coming after you. Check 3.
Zebra.
Check 31.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
87 is mine. 380.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Still got 4 down, 4 down.
Right back to him on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Give me some.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 24, check 24.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the 44. Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. A gain of 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, Wilson rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Left. Come. Check three.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Wide. Get wide. Jumping. Watch the safety creep.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Bring that. Blue 30. 54 Mike. Check tight.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
44. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming after you like I said.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meat...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. Ben to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
36 power. 98 to Mike. Hey, check shot. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Time to go. 99.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Watch Twitch. Watch Twitch.
On first down, it's Gibson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 48-yard line.
98's the mic.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing sight. Y'all
Plug that. Deuce. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.